Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before starting the discussion, I would like to say a very big thank to the moderator, the host, the co-host, and also to the previous speaker, Mrs. Yeni Noryatin, who has already given a very clear and understandable explanation regarding receptive skills of listening. I also not forget to say thank you very much to all audience and participants who have taken part in this event. Okay, here in my turn, I would like to share knowledge or information about still in the receptive skills, but not listening. It is about the reading. Why I am appointed to this section because first, reading is the subject that I teach therein. And also reading is one of my hobby. Actually, I have many hobbies, but reading is one of them. Okay? Okay. Let's see. Okay. What are we going to find here? In this discussion, basically, there are four kinds of information which I will share to you here. The first is brief information of reading activity. It is followed by common reading problems. The next is the essence of motivation. And the last is about the applicated skill. Okay, there are four main points I have mentioned you here. Let's check part A. The title is about the brief information of reading activity. What is the content here? The first is what is reading. So we're going to talk about the definition of reading. And the second is why people cannot avoid reading. The third, the difference of studying and reading. Okay, got it? The next slide. The topic is about what is reading. Yeah. Okay, let's check what the experts said about it. According to Day and Bamford, reading is the construction of meaning from a printed or written message. Take a look at the word printed and written. It is typed in italic. The word printed and written has close relationships with the text. Why? Yeah, of course, because text must be printed or written. So the definition of reading itself, we can make it simple as reading is the process of understanding meaning from a text. Again, the process of understanding meaning from a text. Okay. Here, why people cannot avoid reading? Why? The reason is simple, because reading activity involves many aspects in human life. There are two kinds of reading, the text reading and non-text reading. Reading text and non-text. The non-text reading is a language in the form of spoken, symbol, or images. The term spoken or speaking doesn't produce written or printed text, but it is sound, sound, speaking, not, not a writing text. Whereas the symbol or images refers to the term pictures. As for the text reading, you can find it easily in the form of book, romance book, science book, English book, linguistic book, etc. Or you can also find it in novel, or article from internet. There are a lot of it. Or social media, just like the status in Facebook or the caption in Instagram. Those are text reading. And regarding non-text reading, you can find it in the social phenomenon, like for example, the analyst said that I can read a situation. I can read a situation. The word read means to analyze, or psychologically, you can write, you can read someone's facial expression. That's the example of non-text reading. So there are two kinds of reading, text and non-text. And the next is about the difference of studying and reading. The difference. We know that between studying and reading has close relationship. However, there is a slight difference. So where is the difference? I will show you all. Based on the statement of Jamaro, he said studying is to get knowledge. Reading is a tool to get it. I'll repeat. Studying is the process of getting knowledge, the process. But reading is only the tool, the method. One method of studying is reading. Here, I will give you an illustration. The picture shows you that the word which is in the left is studying, and the goal is knowledge. In the middle of them, there are 5 tools, actually more than 5, but I give you only 5, okay? Remembering, taking note, reading, listening, practicing. So, reading is only one step from studying to achieve knowledge. Got it? Okay, I guess it is easy to be understood, yeah? Okay. Part B, we have discussed about part A. Now it is about part B. Yeah? Common problems in reading. Several obstacles of reading in the class during the meeting between the lecturer or between the lecturer and the student. Several common obstacles in reading is number 1, poor vocabulary. When you find a paragraph or passage where it contains very difficult or new or unfamiliar words that you don't know, this will cause you a problem. It doesn't happen only to you, but also it happened to me. Poor vocabulary, that's the main point. And the next is about the poor comprehension. It can be from lack of concentration, very difficult to concentrate and to catch the main point of the passage or the reading material, or unfamiliar issue. For example, it is not, the text is not suitable with your background. You are an English learner, but you read the medical article. It's very difficult for you because there are so many terms of medical that you don't know the meaning. And the last is the obstacle. The last obstacle is speed reading. What is it about? Many people cannot read fast. They have to read slowly to get the message in the reading, in the text, right? Even they have to read slowly, they also must repeat it over and over to catch what the writer say. Part C is about the essence of motivation. Okay, if there is a question why is motivation important? Of course, the answer is uh, many research has shown that good motivation has very good impact on learning process, include reading. If you don't believe me, I will show you the expert's opinion. According to Kofka and Kohler, they are the educational practitioner who developed the theory which is called Gestalt theory. They said studying will be more successful along with motivation, interest, and goal, right? And what is the definition of motivation here? Motivation is an energy to push ourselves to reach the goal. An energy, motivation is an energy from your mind to push you. There are two kinds of motivation. The first is intrinsic. This is the stimulation from your own soul, just like a habit of enjoying reading, the hobby, or the curiosity. You know what? If there is an intrinsic, there will be extrinsic. Extrinsic. Extrinsic motivation is the stimulation from social, from the out of your body. Yeah. And this will constitute the benefit of reading. For example, if a student read much, he or she will surely achieve high score. That high score will lead them to have good academic title. Good academic title, when they graduated from their campus, they will have high social status in society. Okay, so I repeat, there are two kinds of motivation, intrinsic and extrinsic. The motivation is important to build your interest in reading. Part B is applied skill. In the last part B, we have discussed about the problem, and part B is the solution. What we need to do to improve the reading, to improve your reading skill. According to Mikuleki and Jeffries, you can do extensive reading, and the purpose is to develop reading habit. Reading habit. Beside that, this is the main important, yeah. If you are a language learner, vocabulary is the main point. The function of vocabulary is to expand your knowledge of word. Comprehension skills. Okay, you need to train your brain to be focused, to be easy to understand the material you read. And the next is reading faster. Reading faster is quite effective to save your time. If you read slowly in a day, you can read only one book. But if you can master one book only in a half day, so in one day, you will finish two books. Two books. Now we come to the explanation of extensive reading. Okay. The first is choose the books that interest you. Choose the book that interests you. If choose the book that you love. If you love science, read scientific book. If you are interested in religion, read religious book. If you love politics, then read the political book. The content of the book will be better if it has the similarity with your background. This is the first step, yeah, to make yourself enjoy. Make it as your daily routine. Okay, what Mrs. Yeni has explained before, it was true, yeah. Make it as your daily routine. Set the goal, set the target. What is the form, the example of the target? Yeah, you can use, for example, spend 1 hour to read in a day, or make the target finish one book in a month. Yeah, even I have my students. She told me that in a day she can read 6 hours. 6 hours. That's amazing. So in a week, she spends time to read around 42 hours. That's amazing. Yeah. However, you cannot force yourself. I also cannot read 6 hours a day. My time for reading maybe is only 1 or 2 hours, but she was amazing. Yeah. You can make her as a good example. And then try something new. This is the step when you have already mastered one subject. If you have know much about the science, find another topic which is more challenging. From science, you move to economical article or religious book or political material. The function is to not let yourself in the narrow mind. So your knowledge will be broad. Yeah, it will be better if you have a community or friends as a place you can share your knowledge. After you read and you know the material it is, uh, discuss it, discuss it with your friend. Next is the vocabulary building. Yeah, this is the major point of a language learner. Whenever you face the difficult word in a passage, don't be shy to ask the meaning to the others. Don't let yourself in stupidity. Asking to someone will give you knowledge. Don't be shy. And then look up to the dictionary. Look up to the dictionary. In the modern era, the form of dictionary is not always in the form of book, but also can be found easily through the application, whether online or offline in your smartphone. Take a note. Why you should take a note? Because human is very easy to forget what they have learned. Human include you and me. I'm also easy to forget. Yeah. So we need to write something. And then when you face the difficult word in the passage, don't stop, but try to use logic. Guess the meaning from the context. Guess the meaning. Guess the meaning. For example, I will give you a short paragraph. My low score is a result of my less knowledge in this lesson. I don't have any choice except to crack a book to improve my understanding. The idiom crack a book is in the type of italic and red ink. Yeah. There are several words that become the indicator of this. Low score, less knowledge, this lesson. Those three words I mentioned talks about the education. So I don't have any choice except to crack a book. It means crack a book is, according to our context, is to read a book or to study. Try to analyze the meaning of a word by using context. And in the next slide, it is about the comprehension skill. Comprehension comes from your cognitive. Uh, you must know the technique of previewing. It is how you to recognize the topic sentence. A good paragraph must consist one topic sentence. There is what we call as unity. The topic sentence is usually placed in the first sentence or in the beginning of paragraph. In the beginning of paragraph. But sometimes topic sentence also available in the end or in the end of the paragraph or in the end of the sentence. When it is placed in the end of the sentence, it is called as concluding sentence. You must know about the topic sentence or the concluding sentence. And making inference, try to guess the meaning which is not explicitly stated. Try to guess the meaning. When I said I hate smoking, there is explicit. Okay, for example, when I said that cat is the cutest animal on earth, you can infer that, oh, Mr. Beny is a cat lover, right? You can catch the meaning. When I said that smoking is dangerous, so you can assume that, oh, Mr. Beny hates smoking. Another example, when I said, today you are beautiful, I guess you can assume that I love you, right? Okay. And the next is understanding paragraph. Uh, Whenever you find a difficult word, don't stop there, but just keep, keep until you find the meaning, the essence of the paragraph. And the last is you need to recognize the patterns of organization. There are so many patterns. I will give you only few of them. Cause effect, listing, time order, etc. And for cause effect, I will give you the example. For example, like this. Mm. Many people are afraid of COVID-19. So they use mask and do the physical distancing whenever they are in the public places. That's cause effect. The cause is fear of COVID-19. The effect is using mask. Okay. And the example of time order, for example, here. This is the example of time order. I was born in 1985. In 1990, my parents sent me to kindergarten. 1 year later, I was sent to the kindergarten. In 1994, I took study in junior high school. Like that the example. In 1994, in 1990, sorry, in 1985, in 1990, 1 year later, that's the example of time order. You need to know the form of paragraph when you read. That's the technique. Okay, I guess this is the last explanation. It is about how to increase your speed. There are two ways. The first is skimming. The third is scanning. The first is skimming. The second is scanning. Let's check what skimming is. Skimming is the rapid reading technique to find out the main idea. Like what I said to you before, when you read and you find several difficult words, don't stop that. Continue. Move your eyes rapidly. Don't stop in the difficult word. Try to catch the main point of the idea, what the idea is talking about. While scanning is the technique of rapid reading to find out the word in the list. There's a difference. Yeah. Skimming is to find the main idea. Scanning is to find out the word in the list. The word in the list. For example, you use your handphone to find out the name, the contact of your name's friend here. You said, this one. You automatically has done the scanning technique. That's the technique to increase your speed. Okay. Okay, everybody. I guess we have been in the end of the meeting. In the end of the meeting. So I do hope what I explained to you here contribute useful thing for you and for me and for everybody, usually for English learners. And as a human, we have conscious that we are not perfect. Perhaps from this presentation, I give some wrong material or incomplete information. If that happens, I will be open to receive developing critique or suggestion for me. Okay, I guess there is nothing left to say. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.